Welcome back to the Big Recap here on Boxing Legends TV. Today we'll be taking a look at the return of the speed demon Amir Khan, while also recapping more fights and news from the ever-brightening welterweight division.
Everybody know I'm waiting on Sometime Thurman. I've been waiting for a long time. Since I was 15 and 0, I've been calling this guy out, and he keep making excuse after excuses.
If you enjoy this series, make sure you help us out by leaving a like, and be sure to subscribe if you're new around here. First up, we have the spectacular performance from Errol Spence Jr. on Saturday night.
On his defense as well, a nice left uppercut, right hand to the body, and left hand upstairs by Spence. And Spence tells us that killer instinct is instinctual, and he's putting pressure on Peterson here in round 2.
He obliterated the top contender Lamont Peterson inside 7 rounds. Lamont looked done after the first 3 minutes, as Spence relentlessly attacked the body. Therefore, Errol just had fun and took him apart with ease.
Through these early rounds, so far he's doing that. He might not be doing that well, but he needs to get through it so that he can pick up the pace.
Withering attack to the body by Spence.
The win took Errol's record to 23-0 with 20 knockouts, and he is currently on a devastating 10 KO streak.
I'm not gonna say I'm the pound for pound best fighter in the world right now, but I'm definitely headed that way.
I'm fairly confident Spence's skill set would prove too much for the unified champion Keith Thurman, but as it stands, Thurman's resume is of a higher order, and I think the current top 10 welterweight ranking looks a little something like this. It's a real stacked division, but the only thing holding it back is the promotional barrier blocking certain fights. Luckily, most are managed by Al Heyman, so we should see most of them clash in 2018. Well, I hope so anyway. Right now, there seems to be a big problem with inactivity amongst these guys, and I'm hoping it's going to change this year.
I like whatever the fans like, baby. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to give the fans the best fights in the welterweight division that there is. Keith One-Time Thurman is going to bring it all the time.
The former two-weight world champion Amir Khan didn't exactly have a 2017 to be remembered. He went from being exposed around the internet for doing you-know-what to himself. Then, the big confusion over AJ apparently cheating with his wife, which turned out to be a prank. And then he topped it off by featuring on Britain's biggest reality TV show for, I'm sorry to say it, money-hungry B-list celebs.
Honestly, we have loved you in there.
Really?
Loved you in there. Have you enjoyed it?
I've had such a great time, honestly, yeah.
In Khan's defense, he was the highest paid contestant and actually gained back some of the British fans that may have forgotten about him since he moved to America in 2010.
The best place for me is to be in the boxing ring. When I was away from that, kind of took me all over the place.
Khan has been teasing a big announcement for the last couple of weeks. Many speculated it'd be a big showdown with top contender Adrian Broner. Others thought that it could have been the big fight with Manny Pacquiao that was so desperately close to happening last year. But in the end, it was announced he had signed a 3-fight deal with the high-flying promoter Eddie Hearn at Matchroom and Sky Sports.
I thought we'd probably never see, to be honest with you. But it's one I'm hugely excited about.
It's been close to 2 years since that night in Vegas when Khan got brutalized by Canelo, and I honestly think it might have taken that long to recover.
As well as taking away his energy and everybody.
A few years ago, Khan was undoubtedly one of the fastest boxers in the world. He was running through every top contender in his weight category before he got caught with a big shot. If you've forgotten just how quick this guy was, here are 3 fights from a 2-year period that had the boxing world in awe at this guy's hands.
Very precise, trying to pick his punches, which is the right way to start this fight. Oh, good left hand, and another one. Oh, 2 more, 3 more. This guy's going on, it's going to start right here. It's all over. In seconds, the fight is all over. And Amir Khan has moved on and finished.
LAD.
Good body shot from Khan. He drives his man across the ring again, doubling up with blurring hand speed. But now here goes Khan, left hand and right hand. Nice body shot from Khan. Good shot right hand as well. And this is the big sustained attack that he wanted. And Bull goes down.
I'm hoping we can still see the best of Amir in 2018. No one is certain who his next opponent will be, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a softer touch just to ease his way back into the game and find his feet again. It's now official that the Filipino sensation Manny "Pac-Man" Pacquiao will be making his return to the ring on April 14th.
Manny will fight again, but I don't know who yet.
Many opponents have been speculated, from Conor McGregor to a rematch with Jeff Horn, but the one that seems to be holding the most weight is the one I'm sure everyone would like to see the most. None other than Vasily "High-Tech" Lomachenko.
I'm ready. 135, I'm ready.
I know it might be a bit confusing for some people watching and wondering how a super featherweight could fight a welterweight. But Manny has always said coming down a weight or two would be doable on his behalf, and Vasily has also said he could push his body up another limit or so as well. They are both promoted by Bob Arum, and I'm sure there wouldn't be any issue from the promotional side to get things done. I mean, what TV station in their right mind wouldn't want to air a fight between these two? Sure, Manny is a few years past his best, but let's not forget the incredible speed and power he still continued to show, even in his recent losing efforts to Jeff Horn and Floyd Mayweather.
And that comes straight down the middle, although that left hand landed for Pacquiao and maybe hurt Floyd Mayweather.
From Lomachenko's perspective, could you imagine if he moved up and beat the great Manny Pacquiao after only 12 fights as a pro? It would be unprecedented and would undeniably seal his place as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Моя цель в боксе стать номер 1 pound for pound.
My goal is to be #1 pound for pound.
Looks like you're on your way.
To quickly wrap up the other notable fight news from the welterweight division, here are a few bouts I think you guys should know about.
I've always been overlooked. Maybe it's the green eyes, the light skin. I look like a pretty boy, but I'm a killer, baby.
Terrence "Bud" Crawford is surging to become a two-weight world champion after moving up to welterweight to face the Manny Pacquiao conqueror Jeff Horn in April.
If that's what everyone wants to see, I guess that's what's going to happen.
Horn proved to be one tough SOB against Pac-Man last year, and I think he'll give Crawford a solid test at the weight. If I had to give a prediction, I'd say Crawford to win by a unanimous decision, maybe a few knockdowns in there as well. Danny Garcia will also be returning to the ring after his valiant losing effort to Keith Urban last year.
Two of the best go the distance to unify the welterweight titles.
He will be matching up with Brandon Rios in what I think will be a good fight to watch, and expect Garcia to win by a late stoppage. Kell Brook will also be headlining an event in Sheffield on March 3rd against the underwhelming Sergey Rabchenko.
And I believe 100% that I'll beat this guy.
Kell is coming off two extremely tough fights back-to-back in Gennady Golovkin and Errol Spence Jr., and I think he deserves a little break like this. But let's not look too far past this guy. We all saw what happened to James DeGale last month, and I also don't like the way Brook has been constantly talking about retiring over the next 12 months. History has proved this mindset a dangerous one, and I want him to be mentally and physically strong for a big 2018.
I've got power what can knock heavyweights out, and that's what we've got to do now. Make a big fight, and I need that bit between my teeth where I'm training really hard, even though I do. But I've got a threat on my hands. What's going to really drive me.
Thanks for watching, fight fans. We hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Boxing Legends TV signing off.